A quarter of British adults spend 2.5 hours every weekday cleaning their homes, and many of them feel an obsessional urge to clean, keep order, and abide by strict rituals.
These towels have got to be in sync with each other. That's cool.
47-year-old Linda Dykes is an obsessive cleaner from North Wales. Linda loves cleaning so much, she's turned it into a business.
Have I been called OCD? Oh, you better believe it.
But for most Brits, keeping the home clean and tidy is not a priority, as the average kitchen chopping board has 3 times as much fecal bacteria as the average toilet bowl.
I've never, ever seen anything like this in my life.
Sheer lack of cleaning.
Oh, God.
Linda believes people's compulsion to clean should be put to good use.
Right then, should we crack on? Yeah, come on.
Her vision is to join up with an army of obsessive cleaners who will volunteer to scrub up Britain one dirty home at a time.
Together, we will clean up Britain.
Oh, dear. It's yeah. What's for worse?
How are you feeling?
It's stressful. If I could do what I wanted to do in there, I would gut the whole place out and start again.
But can people with such opposing attitudes towards cleanliness really work together to transform their lives?
Oh, I'm quite horrified. Do you know, I can see maggots.
Linda Dykes is in London's Fitzrovia.
Oh, this is nice.
Thank you.
Oh, it's beautiful.
To personally inspect the home of a potential volunteer for the army of obsessive cleaners.
I do think you've got the qualities I need on this project. I think you'd be an asset.
All right.
Yes?
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
You are very
And good
welcome.
luck to you, because you might need it.
I thank you for that.
58-year-old American Cynthia, a retired soprano singer, is so afraid of germs she disinfects every item of grocery that comes into her home.
Vinegar is nature's best disinfectant, so you can kill about 99% of the germs. Everything gets this treatment. A watermelon is the worst example. You've got your cutting board. It's filthy. It's been touched 11 times. And now I cut it open, and then I do all my slices, and now everything that's on the outside of that watermelon is now on the inside of the watermelon. It doesn't make any sense.
Having been blighted by allergic reactions throughout her childhood, Cynthia spends 30 hours a month obsessively sterilising her city apartment and even imports American cleaning products because she trusts them more than British ones.
I like to have as little as I can around the house so that things don't come between me and getting rid of the dust. I have no wall-to-wall carpets. I have no drapes. I have to do trial and error on laundry detergent, toilet tissue, hand lotion, shampoos. I'm allergic to fluoride. I have to buy my toothpaste in Sweden.
Come on, sweeties.
Cynthia's pet Bichon Frise dogs were selected because they don't lose as much hair as other breeds. But despite the low risk to her health, Cynthia showers them thoroughly after each walk.
It would weigh heavily on my mind if I didn't bring the dogs in and wash their paws and snouts and have them running all over my house and furniture and my lap, because I don't want their dirt and their germs and their allergens on me.
Cynthia believes that her compulsion to clean should be passed on.
I know I can go into a house and make it better. I'm happy to get in there because I'm obsessive about getting sick. And a byproduct of that is keeping clean.
To keep her safe whilst cleaning a stranger's house, Cynthia is taking her portable medical cabinet for her allergies.
Airborne eye drops, migraine, antibiotics, washes. This is what's going to keep me alive.
Cynthia is spending 4 days away from the safety of her sterile apartment to help sort out this 15th century mill house, home to 75-year-old Daphne and her 85-year-old husband, Martin.
Now can we go home?
Daphne and Martin have lived in their Gloucestershire mill house for 47 years. Their 3 daughters were brought up in the property, and with so many memories tied up in the home, it's become a warren of disorganised clutter.
I know that there is a hoarder in me, I get emotionally involved with everything I have.
There are an estimated 3 million hoarders in the UK. Symptoms include the excessive collecting of belongings and the inability to distinguish things of value from items of rubbish.
This is rice. Well, you know, I just saved that, but then I always forget that I've saved it. So that amount of rice will probably just stay in there. But I wouldn't dream of throwing it away. It's good food.
Whilst the housework takes a back seat, Daphne spends up to 6 hours a day tending to her real passion in life, otters.
Hey, Belinda, hey, look. Ooh. No, don't you want it? It's your treat. Life without otters would be extremely boring. My otters are exactly like my children, or even my grandchildren. And the house, I'm afraid, comes a very bad last.
But as both she and her husband are becoming less mobile, Daphne's realised she needs to sort out the mess and clutter now before it's too late.
I think actually my life would be much easier if I had less clutter, because I do worry about it, and I do feel sometimes very ashamed of it, and it would be rather nice not to feel ashamed.
Daphne's been living like this for the past 47 years, so how much of Cynthia's advice will she take on board?
Hello. Hello. Nice of you to come.
Thank you. I'm Cynthia.
My name is Daphne.
How do you do, Daphne?
So, would you like to come in?
I would. Thank
Yes?
you very much.
All right. Right, Cynthia, I'm going to take you up to my very untidy clutter room.
Okey-doke.
Daphne's 47 years' worth of hoarding has spread through every room in the house and is especially evident in the attic.
This is just a general clutter room for all the different things we do. And everything just gets put here, luggage, and friends store things here too.
I can see.
This is our sitting room. We try to keep this one tidy. You know, sometimes the poor house gets so cluttered up with things, and as you probably can see, we're mad about otters.
Some taxidermy going on here, Daphne?
May I ask you, is your house a very minimalist house?
I can't have things out and about.
You can't?
No. There's enough clutter going on in my head.
Yeah.
As Daphne's clutter has grown, it has consumed what used to be the dining room and now fills every cupboard in the kitchen.
This is the cupboard here that I thought you might be able to help me with.
Whoa there!
That's great, isn't it? It's a treat.
My first response to the house was more a claustrophobic response because there's a lot of stuff and things just accumulate. But there's a lot of things that need to go. Bye-bye.
With the tour indoors over, Daphne's taking Cynthia outdoors to see her real obsession, her 2 otters.
Hello, my little ones. Would you like me to bring them out and you meet them?
No, I can't do that now because I can't touch them and then go back in and work. I can't hold the otter, and then if I am, in fact, have a reaction to him, I'm now stuck in these clothes the rest of the day.
In all my years with the otters, I've never known anybody get an allergic reaction to them, but there's always a first time.
Yes, I've certainly heard that before.
No, you're not to do that, please. Come on. He's being a bit too frisky there. Come on, Belinda, what a good girl.
I think she was a little concerned that I might be the first person who ever might be allergic to the otters. I think she wasn't very happy about that.
Thank you.
Now that she's seen the whole house, there's time for Cynthia and Daphne to get to know each other.
I come from a giant family, and I got the job assignment of helping people make transitions in their lives and organize the clutter.
Yes, declutter.
This is right up my alley. My need for decluttering also has a medical, physiological component to it. So what I would like you to think about, what's really important to you? Just sort of look around and just feel...
I don't think I can, because I think some people like to have possessions because they feel they're surrounded by their friends. And if you take away too many possessions, then you've lost your friends. I mean, I can see from your point of view that medically you have to keep the dust down like anything. But if you don't have a problem like that, and I think, oh, what's a bit of dust? It doesn't, to me, it doesn't matter.
Right.
To you, of
Right.
course, it would. I'm jolly well not going to throw them away, because if she throws them away, I shall just get them back again.
Professional cleaner Linda Dykes is teaming up with an army of obsessive cleaners because she believes they have a special set of skills which could help clean up Britain.
Spotlessly clean. It was spotless in there. She cleans the top of a bin. What more can you ask?
The next recruit is 41-year-old compulsive cleaner Claire, who spends 4 months of the year cleaning the 3-bedroom house which is home to her and her 5 children.
Cleaning is the most important thing in my life. I have to clean. First thing in the morning, the first thing that comes into my mind is cleaning, and I have to clean pretty much day and night, anytime.
She's a bit obsessive, to be honest. If someone else cleans up, she'll redo it. Everything's got to be in order.
I have challenged myself to not clean it, but I can't. It has to be done. I have to wipe it. I had a big issue with carpets because I had to have lines in the carpet where you have a fresh hoover mark. I've now changed to wood floors, which makes it a lot easier.
Obsessed with smears and smudges, Claire, who also works as a minibus driver, polishes her fridge 3 times a day.
I can't stand smears and finger marks because it sticks out really drastically.
Claire's compulsion to clean drives her to clean up to 8 hours a day, and she expects her kids to fall in line.
I treat my home with respect, and the rules are set by me. What about these boots? Can you not put these boots?
Yes, I'm putting them away.
That's all right. I dread to think what it'd be like if there was no rules.
As one of Linda's cleaning volunteers, Claire believes that her obsession can be put to good use in other people's homes too.
If I go into a house that's really messy and cluttered, I don't really know what it is. I will look at things and I have to clean them and make sure they're thoroughly clean. I do get an urge to clean it up because there's never an excuse for an untidy house. No.
Claire will be helping Phil and Susie Higgs, whose house hasn't had a proper clean for 5 years.
Oh, hiya. Hiya, I'm Claire.
Hi, I'm
nice
Phil.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Phil and Susie live in South London with their 5 kids and piles of junk.
It would be lovely to live in a nice, tidy house. I've never experienced it.
For Phil, Susie and the kids, who range in age from 5 to 15, the house has become a dumping ground.
This bike here is Joe's bike, and it's his Christmas present from last year, and now it's there out of its box, and that's as far as we got.
Sometimes I'll blitz this room, or I might blitz the kitchen, and within a week, it looks like it did before I started.
Susie and Phil believe there's one huge obstacle standing in the way of having a clean home.
I'm not convinced that you can live in a tidy house with 5 kids, but...
I don't think you can. It's not possible. Not unless they're tied up and in the cellar.
And with Phil suffering from type 2 diabetes and Susie enduring constant migraine attacks, they've had enough and have finally asked for help.
Neither of us very well, and I think that doesn't help. And we don't have enough energy, I think, to keep on top of it and to keep on top of the kids. Sometimes I feel embarrassed. I assume people are judging us, but...
I mean, I say that I don't care, but I think everybody does to a certain extent. It does worry me. Oh, hi there.
Hiya.
Single mum of 5, Claire, who won't tolerate any mess in her home, is here to help. But how much of her advice will the Higgs family take on board?
Dining room, as you can see. This is pretty much what it's like all the time.
Do you
don't use it as
you
a
don't
dining
really
room.
use it as a
No,
dining room, so you
not
don't
really.
ever sit down? Because some things, you know, you'll probably find in here that that you haven't used for maybe months, years.
Oh, yeah, probably.
That could maybe sort of, you know, be stored elsewhere.
Yeah.
I'll show you the sitting room, which is probably the least messiest in the house. This is like a classic. I mean, we've got thousands of toys because of the kids, but I'll just do that. So that's one thing, and that drives Susie mad, because to me that's tidy. If it's out of sight, it's out of mind.
So how often do you actually clean?
Phil is supposed to clean it.
So how often do you?
I'm allergic to cleaning.
OK, this is Vicky's room. As you can see, she doesn't like tidying.
Oh, dear. I'm a bit shocked. It's... yeah. Yeah. I'm lost for words.
Just go for it. Go for it. Go on.
I'm feeling the need to just start getting rid of it.
It's where to start, though, isn't it?
Yes.
And with further bedrooms upstairs, there's more mess to come.
Wow. I wouldn't say this is as bad as downstairs, but it's not far behind it.
How are you feeling about being surrounded by so much clutter?
Pretty stressful. It's stressful. Yeah. I can't even say what I want to say. That is... No, I'm not going to say it. It's bad. To me, that is hell. Bedrooms, clothes, junk, everywhere. If I could do what I wanted to do in there, I would gut the whole place out and start again. From top to bottom.
Not happy with just tidying up Britain's private homes, cleaning fanatic Linda is determined she can transform the country's public spaces too.
You've done a good job scrubbing up here.
Thank you.
Across Britain, 8 million dogs produce 1,000 tonnes of dog waste every day. But in the last year, the council's services budget was slashed by £4 billion, meaning that parks like Aldesley Park on the outskirts of Coventry have a seriously unpleasant problem.
Well, look at this dog poo here. You can imagine a little kid just coming up and slipping on this, and look, there's a fly on it. It's absolutely disgusting. You know, from my point of view, issues like this, they could be so easily dealt with, but just all you need is one dog walker, lazy dog walker, causing the mess, and it just ruins the whole path, doesn't it?
The 100-acre park, popular amongst families with children, was awarded green flag status for its exceptional natural beauty. But with dog waste on the rise, this is under threat.
I really hate dog poo. You can't leave the house these days without the fear of walking into it. I need to educate people on the dangers and implications that dog poo has on others, and I need to clean up that park and get rid of that dog waste for good.
To help clear up the park, Linda's called up Obsessive Cleaners Richard and Hayley.
Hi, Hayley.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great,
are you?
Good to see you. How you doing? Right.
I'm lovely.
Compulsive organiser Richard is obsessed with order and tidiness.
For me, it's all about respect. If you respect your environment, you keep it tidy. If you don't respect it, it's messy. And I find that disgusting. Messy people wind me up.
Obsessive Compulsive Hayley has such a fear of poo, it motivates her to clean her home up to 19 hours a day.
I have got no time for feces, don't like it, never have done. That's why I don't have an animal, because it makes me want to vomit.
Linda believes involving the community will be key to clearing the park, so her plan is to first recruit volunteers before tackling the dog waste.
So what do you think about dog poo in your park?
I don't think it's really very nice, because it'd ruin the environment quite a lot if there was lots of it around, and there is in most parks.
Absolutely. Right then, should we crack on?
Yeah,
Come on.
For Hayley, this isn't just about cleaning the park, it's about pushing herself to the limit and confronting her phobia.
What size poos does he do?
He does big poos.
Are they like a horse poo or are they like a donkey poo?
Yeah, but like a donkey poo, yes.
Are you
definitely?
kidding me?
No.
And you have to pick them up?
Yes.
Do you gag?
No, no.
Will he do one?
Yes.
Can
If I let him off the
force
lead.
it out of him?
I can't force it, but
well,
yes,
I do need to pick up a poo.
Yes.
At home, Hayley is so phobic of germs that she won't allow visitors to poo in her house, and she cleans her toilet up to 5 times a day. It's time to face her fears.
Oh my God. He is taking... Oh my God, it does smell!
Do you want a bag?
Mm-mm. I can't do it. Oh my God, I'm gonna be sick. I can't have this conversation. Does he want some on his bum? I don't know if I can pick that poo up. Oh my God. What do I do?
Dab it so it sticks.
Dab it?
Dab it, yeah.
Like a sherbet?
Yes.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my God.
Go for it,
Oh
quick.
my God.
Go for it.
Now get it out my face. I never want to see that again. I feel really proud of myself. Anyone that actually knows me will be like, I cannot believe you done that, because I would never, ever have picked up a dog poo. It's disgusting. It's the worst thing ever. Ever. And it stinks to high heaven.
OK, bin! Ooh.
In the Cotswolds, hygiene-obsessed Cynthia has only 3 days left to get Daphne's chaotic home in order. So she's decided to focus on the attic, the former dining room and the kitchen. And with limited time, Cynthia's taking a no-nonsense stance on decluttering.
We are tackling the cupboards, and when I say we, I mean Daphne. She has to determine, will she use it? And as soon as she says never, it gets binned.
Now, glucose syrup, I've never, ever used it.
Then that's your answer.
It does say best before 2003.
So I think we should probably pitch it.
Pitch it. I don't quite know how long that's been in there. Oh, I'm quite horrified. Do you know, I can see maggots. Look, those are maggots. Isn't that terrible? And there they are, creeping around on my chocolate. It's a wonder you want to be even in this house for a few minutes. Yeah. Oh, dear.
It's most likely these are moth larvae, which are attracted to sweet and starchy foods, but are not harmful to human health.
All right. Oh, dear heavens, about July the 10th, 1997. Now, I don't want to throw this away because it's citric acid, and that would not go off.
Except that it has.
All right, then. These are all little decorations I collected. Oh, well. This is arrowroot. I think my mother must have given that to me 55 years ago. I'm quite shocked. I didn't realise I had all these things. Vanilla pod, that's rather an old one.
Mm-hmm.
There's mixed herbs.
1994.
1 in 4 of us never clean out our cupboards, and as a nation, we're hoarding approximately £297 million worth of out-of-date food in our kitchens.
See, in my book, if it's sealed up, it's all right.
Yeah, no. The problem with so much is the irony is it gets wasted. If she had less in there, she'd, A, remember she had it, and B, she'd use it. It's an important life lesson we're learning here today.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
Germ-obsessed Cynthia believes clutter is the breeding ground for bacteria.
No. So does this start to concern you, that there's erosion on the metal?
What can go wrong when you start getting a corrosion?
Well, the most dramatic would be botulism, but you just don't. These are anaerobic, so you don't want to have air get in there, which would then allow them to, you know, germs, disease, microbes.
If my food has been in my cupboard, then my food is edible. Cynthia would not agree with that. So I had to hold my tongue a bit. I think these lentils are pretty old, but they've never been opened.
I'll just see. Okay, so here we go. This is 4 years. So how do you feel about it?
Well, I would
do you ever make, but do you?
Yeah, I do.
You've had 4 years to make red lentil soup.
Well, I might make it tomorrow now I've found it.
Obviously, we're not going to change Daphne overnight. I'm just raising points of concern and seeing, as my mom used to say, I'm running it up the flagpole and seeing if anyone's going to salute it.
It's quite a shock for me. It is. It's much more of a shock than I thought it was going to be, I have to tell you that. It doesn't feel like my house anymore, you know?
Under Cynthia's supervision, it's been the biggest clear-out of Daphne's kitchen in almost half a century. Daphne has filled 3 rubbish bags with old, decaying food items ready to be thrown away.
My perception of it is, it made you anxious. Is there any reason to continue organizing the kitchen if it stresses you out and you would basically prefer to have things the way they are?
Yes, I am starting to get quite stressed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just don't know how much more I can push her. My gut tells me we should be bringing her daughter in. Maybe she, you know, we could just do a tag team because it's sort of an accident waiting to happen in there.
At the Higgs home in South London, Claire, who cleans around the clock in her own home, isn't satisfied with just taking on one of the cluttered rooms.
Hiya.
Hiya, morning.
Her strategy is to blitz the whole house from top to bottom.
I'm thinking that maybe we should start on the living areas.
Yeah, cool.
Obviously, we need to organise and declutter a bit first.
Okay.
And then, obviously, once the rooms are a bit clearer or whatever, we can then start getting it all cleaned up. There seems to be piles of stuff that shouldn't be in here.
It's my corner.
Is this your rubbish?
Yeah. That's where I put things if I don't want to deal with them.
Because you've got mixtures of bits of everything.
Yeah, and some of that stuff isn't complete either.
And it's wet down here as well.
There's a cat down, it's not even ours. There's a cat down, it's not even ours.
There's a cat down there that's not even yours. Jesus. We've got pets that aren't supposed to be in here.
Yeah, we've even got
What's he
cats.
doing there? What's she sitting down?
He's asleep. He's asleep, yeah.
God.
You know,
See, look, hiding behind the settees. Anything else we're going to find under the settee?
After a couple of hours, what was once on the floor is now on the sofa, waiting to be put away.
I find this very difficult to deal with as well. This starts to stress me out now. I can't handle that. So what I would do, I would have to clear that, but instead of doing it properly, I would just like chuck all the books on the bookshelf, then throw things behind the settee and obviously use that corner.
Just so that you can't see it.
Yeah, and once I can't see it, I'm all right again. But seeing it drives me crazy.
Yeah. I get stressed when I see clutter, but I will deal with it. I won't just leave it. I have to deal with it. I have the urge to clear it, and you'll probably find it's less stressful doing it bit by bit rather than it is like we're going to have to do today in one big, you know, hoop of getting everything out of the way and cleared.
At home, Claire devotes an hour every day to obsessively removing smudges from her surfaces.
Pet hates, smears on televisions. Keep your finger marks off that TV.
The Higgs' 13-year-old twins, Sam and Joe, have returned from school. In her own home, mum of 5 Claire expects her kids to fall in line with her cleaning regime.
What did you think about your room?
It's messy, but not as messy as a lot of things.
Would you like to have a sort of tidier room, or...?
Not really, because when it's a little bit messy, it probably doesn't make much sense, but I find it's easier to find things.
What can I say?
I think she's going to have a hard time in here because no one's going to want to do what she says, and then people will start slacking.
In Aldesley Park, more than 50 volunteers have turned up to help clear up the dog poo.
Have we all got bags? Yes? Right then.
365,000 tonnes of dog poo is produced in Britain every year. It's the dog owner's job to clear it up, and failure to comply risks a fine of up to £1,000.
It's safe to say I found my first piece of poo. Very, very slimy. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I can't cope anymore.
Not only is dog poo an environmental pollutant, it's also a health risk to children, and in extreme cases, can cause blindness.
Hey, you're doing well, aren't you?
Oh, no, that was hers.
Oh, was it?
Same for this one.
Compulsive germaphobe Hayley has now picked up 3 pieces of dog poo for the first time in her life.
There was like a carrot in there, I'm sure. Okay, hang on.
An hour into the clean, and order fanatic Richard is relishing the job in hand.
Runny poo! I've got some runny poo. Who's going to pick up the runny poo?
Where is it?
That's your job, sir.
Oh, you...
Brilliant. I'm not being funny. We're coming through here today. We're finding poo everywhere. What do you think about people that are leaving the poo? I mean, look at that thing. It's full up of poo.
I don't really think that they should be owning a dog if they're just leaving it.
Exactly. If you own a dog, what should you do? Pick up the poo. It's disgusting.
In Gloucestershire, Cynthia is 2 days into the 4-day clean-up at Daphne's, and having met with resistance in the kitchen yesterday, she's called on Daphne's daughter, Sophie, for help. Today, she wants to tackle the cluttered attic, and to avoid further confrontation, Cynthia's chosen to take a back seat.
There's a lot of stuff here, but I don't know who's going to want it. It's just, it feels churlish to throw it as landfill.
Oh, here I come.
Hello, Cynthia.
Talk to me about how you think your mom's doing with all of this.
Well, I think she's really stimulated by you being here, and I think it's enormously helpful.
But with 47 years' worth of family memories tied up in the home, Daphne can't bear the thought that something of value might be thrown away.
All these little mats.
No, that's the one I have on top of the stairs. That's very good. And otherwise, we'll have to get a new carpet because the carpet's almost threadbare.
Did you take that? Right.
Psychologists suggest that some people hoard instinctively, because just as squirrels hoard nuts, they believe that there's an evolutionary benefit to collecting as much stuff as possible.
Little kitty poosies.
Oh, no, that one, I had them for the play. No, and don't you take any of those things, because they're precious. Don't want those to go. Didn't realise I had all this.
So, here we've got 2 crates for charity shop. We've got 1 crate in the maps and some pictures for an auction room. All this stuff here is got to be, go to the dump or be recycled.
Daphne's not alone in her habit of keeping stuff she doesn't use. It's estimated that people use just 20% of their possessions most of the time. Daphne finally parts with some books and a few items of clothing.
I think I'm going to take that cushion back. I really am.
Okay.
Because it's quite useful.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it stops people's dirty behinds going on my furniture. Here you are. There's your lunch. Off you go, darling. No, I'm coming in. Come on, back you go. It's very difficult for people to come in to a house where people have lived for a long, long time. And I think it's difficult for her to understand the way I live my life, and vice versa.
In South London, obsessive cleaner Claire has been sorting out the Higgs family house for 3 days. At home, she cleans every window in the house on a daily basis.
That's a pet hate, that is. Look at that. It's been on there so long. The only thing to get that off is like one of those things that you have to grind it off with the thing, but then it scratches up the glass, so it's pointless even trying it. I couldn't live with that on there. I'll replace the window rather than look at that. Yeah.
Downstairs, Phil and Susie are struggling to get their 5 kids, aged 4 to 15, to get involved with the clean.
Sam, I need you in the kitchen.
Come on.
Harriet. Yeah? It's not your room.
Come on, I'm going to go and get her.
No,
Come on.
I drove you off the bed. Come on. Okay, move.
single mum Claire's own kids are expected to help out in the home and respect her obsessive cleaning routine.
So have you finished your food?
Yeah.
So are you going to try and get motivated today? Mum says you've not really done a lot. Come on. Anyway. Vicky.
Yes.
Are you awake?
Yes.
Do you fancy coming and helping me?
Do what?
We're just going to wipe round a few little picture frames. Come on.
I think cleaning's boring, so I'd rather be sleeping.
I think the girls need a little bit more work. I think if anyone's going to fall behind, it'll be the girls, I think. I think they definitely need to be kicked into toe.
Come on, I'll see you later. See you later.
With the children reluctant to embrace the clean, Claire believes that some strict guidelines need to be set down, especially as Phil and Susie both struggle with their health.
We've got a bit of a struggle with them.
Yeah.
You know, we've maybe put a bit more emphasis on having a bit of fun because it's been a difficult time lately or what have you. And, you know, sometimes having fun's maybe more important.
And it's just easier to back off, and the sort of like the tidiness and the cleaning, I guess the priority just goes down and it drops down a bit more and then a bit more.
Being a single parent, I've had to be a bit harder with them because you've got to have some sort of order with them.
Yeah, definitely.
Otherwise,
yeah.
you know, they just tend to run rings around you. Obviously, if you put the discipline in early, it pays off in the long run. With my kids, obviously, they see how I am, and it then sort of makes them realise that, you know, that things have to be kept that way for a reason. You know.
Yeah, sort of leading by example, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
Back in Allesley Park, order-obsessed Richard's taking a methodical approach to clearing the dog poo from the park.
We've now done the whole exterior of the field. We're going to form a line and we're just going to walk through the middle of the field, picking up the poo as we go. Let's go! Come on!
Dog waste isn't just unpleasant, it's dangerous too. The biggest threat to public health is a disease called toxocariasis, which can lead to blindness. Infected soil samples are often found in play areas and, as a result, infection most commonly affects children between 18 months and 5 years old.
There's another one. Wow.
Wow.
There's another one.
OK, this is getting heavy now. This is actually hurting.
OK,
Right.
so there's a lot of poo in there.
Yeah, a lot of poo. And it proper stinks, yeah.
After a foul day's work, Linda and her team have removed over 20 kilos of dog poo and the park is finally clear.
I think the positive energy out there was, you know, I could feel it. It was out there, it was good, and let's hope this lasts in the community. It keeps the park clean, definitely.
Even though I'm not comfortable with doing it, I still was willing to sort of pick up the poo and get rid of it, which was hard. It was so hard doing that, but I've done a good job, if I do say so myself.
I am glad we did it, but people need to be aware. You pick up your poo. You have a dog. You take the responsibility yourself and pick up your own poo.
Okay, so step one, we'll get everything off the floor. Then we'll hoover and wash the floor. And in the meantime, you two can be thinking about what comes back in the room.
It's hyperallergic Cynthia's last day in Daphne's dusty mill house, and she's decided to put decluttering aside to get on with cleaning up.
Yesterday was exhausting, and let's just do a little tidying up and let everything that happened yesterday sort of settle in.
After a morning spent vacuuming and wiping down the former dining room, even Daphne is impressed with the results.
This floor is terrific. It's as good as it'll get, I think.
And it looks beautiful.
Yep, we should be proud of this.
Doesn't it, Sophie?
Lovely. This fridge, another matter.
Yeah.
This is black mould growing in the fridge door that I'm allergic to.
So am I.
Well, darling,
Okay,
don't
so
do it then.
Wait, I got it. Here's what I do.
With her history of respiratory illness, Cynthia believes that exposure to black mould poses a risk to her health.
Black mold will kill you, and the problem with black mold, ironically, is that as the houses have gotten more airtight and better built. Ironically, they no longer breathe. So new houses are more likely to get it. It's like you've surrounded the house in a baggie or saran wrap.
I'm actually ashamed. I didn't realise that I did have that black mold. It's horrible.
With only a couple of hours left before it's time to leave, Cynthia can't resist a once-over in the kitchen.
Oh, my God. It's not making a dent because it's all grease, so it's not being very water-soluble. Okay. Gone about as far as we can go.
After the hard work of the past 4 days, Daphne is keen to show off the changes in her home, so neighbour Rosie is paying a visit. Kitchen cupboards used to overflow with out-of-date foodstuffs dating back decades, and the surfaces were barely visible.
This is Cynthia, who's been in charge of it all.
Oh, you're the lady that's knocked her into shape. Wow. Clean table.
Yes.
It looks so much better. And you look so much better.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
yes.
You look brighter and...
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's taken a good weight off you. Well done. I'm really proud of you, you know.
You're proud of me?
Yeah,
You should be proud of
really
her.
well. Oh, no, that's her job.
It's not my job!
I was quite brave, wasn't I, Rosie? I was quite brave.
Yeah, you've done better than I thought you were going to.
Oh, good. So, do you think that one day you might come to tea with me?
Definitely.
You think you...
Yeah, cups that are clean, look at it.
Having Cynthia here has shaken things up a bit. Not on a huge scale, but I will try very hard to remember some of the things she's told me, because actually having less clutter around does mean less risk.
The kitchen was a success. Upstairs in the attic, Cynthia failed to get more than a few piles of clutter and some furniture out of the door.
This will never be a clean house. But I'm fine with being in the house. Just don't ask me to eat and sleep here.
It's Claire's final day with the Higgs family, and determined the entire house will be spotless by the time she leaves, she's put everyone to work clearing up their rooms, including 11-year-old Vicky.
So, Vicky, did you realise you had so much rubbish in your room?
Not really.
But you're going to be glad to see the back of it, aren't you, and get a shot of it all?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm happy it's being done. It's not really that fun, but I want it to be done, so I'm just going to do it.
Following Claire's advice, Phil's taking a firmer stance with the kids.
Sam, Joe, come on. I need all these bags, or as many of these bags as you can, taken down to the bins, please. Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you. It is important that the boys get involved, because otherwise they're quite happy to just sit and play about and stuff. And again, it's just teaching them that they need to take responsibility as well. It's their rubbish just as much as it is ours. It's their home just as much as it is ours, you know, so they have to be sort of proactive in it all. And it's nice to see it go. It's almost therapeutic, really. Yeah, it's like a sort of a fresh breeze coming through the house sort of thing.
By the end of the afternoon, the house is ready for Susie's sister Sarah and close friend Sam to drop by. When Claire first arrived, every room in the Higgs home had become a dumping ground.
Hiya.
Hello, Susie. Are we allowed in? Yep.
3 days ago, the dining table had disappeared beneath piles of junk.
Oh, my God! Where is everything? Every surface is tidy. I have never, ever seen it so tidy.
And 11-year-old Vicky's room was overwhelmed with mountains of clothes and rubbish.
I can actually see under the bed as well. Brilliant.
With every corner stuffed with clutter, the living room was a disorganised mess.
This looks really good. There's areas of the room that I've never seen before.
Yeah, neither have we.
How have you found it this week?
It started off, it was looking like it was going to be tough, but then everyone sort of got motivated and Basically, we had the kids helping.
So everyone's joined in. Oh,
yeah.
that's really great. It's
So,
really,
yeah.
really good to see.
Upstairs, the children's bedrooms were littered with clothes and piles of toys.
It's brilliant, absolutely.
Absolutely amazing. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
It's like a proper home now to the family.
It'll be easy for Susie now.
Yeah.
It's just clean, tidy, smells nice. It's amazing.
I've never seen it like this, ever.
Definitely not.
I've never seen it as tidy as this.
It feels great that it's all done, yeah.
You know, we weren't really working as a team, and now I think we are. And obviously the results were a lot better.
I was quite impressed with Phil and Susie, and the kids as well, because I do think they generally tried their best. Yeah, no, I think they've done really well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going home and getting in my nice, clean house.